Welcome to this short demo of the float pipeline, an AI-powered system designed to detect and track floating litter in waterways. Let's start the demo by running the system directly from the terminal. The entire pipeline is packaged inside a Docker container, which means everything it needs, the environment, libraries, and dependencies, comes ready to go in one place. Here is the main dashboard, the starting point of the system. It gives a quick overview of everything at a glance. How many videos have been uploaded and processed? How many models are currently being used? And a simple guide showing the full workflow from uploading a video all the way to generating reports and insights. Everything in the system is clearly explained in the documentation section. My goal in building Float was to make it open, transparent, and easy to use. So even users with little or no background in machine learning can explore it. In the README section, you'll see two main workflows, color-coded for clarity. The green workflow is for waste tracking, and the pink workflow is for model improvement. These two workflows work independently. If you're happy with how the model is performing, you can simply follow the waste tracking path, upload your video, and get the analysis results. But if you'd like to improve the model's performance, you can use the model improvement path. It's designed to be straightforward and intuitive, so you don't need to be a data scientist to use it. Next, we have the installation section. Here you can see how to download the system from GitHub and easily run it on your own computer with no special setup required. At the moment, the system isn't open source yet, but once it goes through CSIRO's final approval process, it will be made available for public use. The features section gives more detail about each menu in the system. One highlight is the model cards. These show how each AI model performs in terms of speed, accuracy, and hardware needs. Right now, the pipeline comes with 4 trained models. Users can pick the one that best fits their situation. For example, a lightweight model runs faster on a laptop, while a larger one detects smaller or overlapping debris more accurately. The great thing is that the pipeline isn't limited to these models. It can work with any object detection model as long as its input and output are in the accepted format. The first step of the workflow is data ingestion. Here, users upload videos or images captured from waterways. These might be regular or time-lapse recordings from fixed cameras or even mobile phones. The system automatically extracts key details like resolution, video duration, and recording date, and saves everything in a consistent format ready for analysis. Once the data is uploaded, we move to the scanning step. This is where the AI model scans through each frame of the video and automatically detects floating debris. In just a few moments, you can see where and how much litter appears across the video. Next comes the review stage. This is where the human in the loop concept comes in. On this page, each frame of the selected video is displayed in an interactive format. What is being shown on this screen is a user going through video frames and verifying if the trash items are identified correctly. If not, the user can correct it. Different colors indicate different classes of trash. This feedback helps us in 3 ways. It checks if the trash count is correct, shows how well the model is performing, and helps us keep improving it through the model improvement workflow. Users can also add more information. For example, whether an item is floating or submerged, large or small, or combination of these tags, which allows for deeper analysis later on. Once detections are reviewed, the next step is tracking, and that's only for video data. Here, the system automatically follows each piece of debris across frames, linking detections over time. So, the same plastic bottle or packaging is tracked as it drifts downstream. Tracking gives us important insights like speed, direction, and movement patterns, which help identify pathways and accumulation hotspots. And the best part is, users don't have to do anything here except to run the algorithm. After that, users can go to the video generation page. Here you can generate a clean output video showing all the correct detections. It's a powerful way to visualize how litter moves across the water surface in real time. Now let's look at the analysis part. The trash analysis page gives detailed statistics, like the number of detections per class, detections per video, and visual summaries such as pie charts showing the proportion of each trash type. Then comes one of the most exciting features, the AI Insight page. This page uses OpenAI's ChatGPT to interpret results in plain language. With just an API key, users can ask the AI to summarize the findings at a very low cost. For example, it might say, most detected litter items are plastic bottles near the surface with higher frequency in afternoon recordings. Up to this point, we've completed the waste tracking workflow. The main job is done. But if we want to make the model even better, this is where we move into the model improvement workflow, highlighted as pink workflow, as discussed earlier. In the model refining menu, the reviewed data from earlier steps can be used to train the model again, making it better suited for specific environments or camera conditions. Each improved model version is saved separately, allowing us to rerun the scanning process and keep refining the performance until we are satisfied. This creates a continuous learning cycle where the model gets better over time with real-world data. Finally, we reach the edge deployment feature, one of the most practical outcomes of the project. This is the future work, which will allow us to take the best performing model and shrink it down to run directly on low power devices like cameras or laptops in the field. With that, we can detect trash in real time right where it happens without needing an internet connection or large servers. Thank you for watching, and I hope this gives you a glimpse of how AI can help us make our waterways cleaner and our planet healthier.